Do you start your mornings with a glass of orange juice for vitamin C, keep up with 8 glasses of water because it flushes toxins, and reach for diet soda thinking you've outsmarted sugar? Yet your checkups whisper the word proteinuria? You're not alone. The latest research paints a surprising picture. A few trusted daily drinks can quietly work against your kidneys. In this video, we'll unmask 4 hidden culprits that can strain kidney function and raise the risk of protein in the urine. Then we'll arm you with 3 hero drinks you can start using today. Before we dive in, I want to hear from you. Of everything you drink in a typical day, which one do you secretly suspect might be working against your kidneys? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. Let's start with the first culprit many people never question: energy drinks. The danger isn't one ingredient. It's the perfect storm of high caffeine, big sugar loads, and extra stimulants packaged in an ultra-processed form. A single tall can can push you close to a full day's worth of caffeine for many adults and deliver a sugar tsunami in the same hit. That jolt spikes heart rate and blood pressure. The sugar surge strains your filtration system, and together they can tip vulnerable kidneys toward injury or protein leakage. If you're using these to power through the afternoon, consider a kinder swap. A cup of unsweetened green tea for a gentler lift, a small handful of nuts for slow, steady energy, or a 5-minute brisk walk with a few deep breaths to wake up the brain without beating up your kidneys. Culprit number 2 is alcohol, but the truth is nuanced. You may have heard that light drinking can be neutral for some health outcomes, yet as intake creeps up, the risk curve bends the wrong way. Alcohol dehydrates you, which reduces blood flow to the kidneys, and it raises blood pressure, another direct stressor on those delicate filters. It can also keep heart rate elevated longer than you realize, forcing your kidneys to process blood under faster pressure. If you choose to drink, know your numbers. Roughly 1 standard drink equals a 12-ounce beer, a 5-ounce glass of wine, or 1.5 ounces of spirits. Keeping it to no more than 1 on days you drink, and not every day, helps many people stay on the safer side of the curve. But for anyone with kidney concerns, high blood pressure, or medications that interact with alcohol, the safest choice is to limit heavily or avoid. Third, let's talk about dairy milk and rich dairy foods. Milk is nutrient-dense, protein, calcium, and more. For healthy kidneys, those minerals are manageable. But for people in later life, or anyone with reduced kidney function, the combination of animal protein and higher phosphorus and potassium loads can be a persistent challenge. Extra acid load and overfiltration are not what struggling kidneys need, and excess phosphorus in the blood has downstream effects on vessels and bone health, while high potassium can disturb heart rhythm. This doesn't mean dairy is evil for everyone. It means be intentional. If your clinician hasn't told you to avoid it, keep portions modest and pay attention to how dairy fits your personal kidney plan. Remember that some yogurts, puddings, and ice creams carry added phosphorus in the form of preservatives, which can quietly raise the mineral burden. The fourth culprit hides in plain sight: sugar-sweetened beverages and their diet cousins. Sodas, sweet teas, fruit punches, sports drinks, energy drinks dressed as hydration aids. These are the obvious ones. The less obvious: zero or diet drinks that still train your palate for intense sweetness and, in many observational data sets, show troubling associations with kidney risk as well. The mechanism is multi-pronged. Glucose and fructose loads push filtration demand and raise uric acid. Frequent sweet sips between meals keep insulin and pressure signals dancing all day. And artificial sweeteners may have secondary effects on appetite, microbiome, or vascular tone in some people. The simplest way forward is one daily swap. Replace one sugary or diet drink with plain water, sparkling water, or water infused with lemon, mint, or cucumber. If you miss the flavor, add a splash of 100% fruit juice, just a tablespoon or 2, to sparkling water for a hint of taste without turning it into a sugar bomb. If you do drink something sweet, have it with a meal rather than alone. Food slows absorption and blunts the kidney shock. That was the tough love. Now the good news. For each threat, there's a friendly ally you can pour into your glass. The first hero is homemade lemon water. This isn't about detox, it's about citrate, a compound in citrus that can bind calcium in urine and make it less available to form the most common type of kidney stone. For anyone already dealing with protein in the urine, preventing stones matters because a stone event can add acute injury on top of chronic strain. Lemon water can also gently raise urinary pH, making it less welcoming for uric acid stones. The easy protocol: squeeze half a fresh lemon into a glass of water once a day. Use a straw to protect enamel and rinse your mouth with plain water afterward. And keep it homemade. Commercial lemonades are usually sugar delivery systems in disguise. The second hero is green tea. Its power comes from a family of antioxidants, especially EGCG, that dial down inflammatory signals and support cellular defenses. Large population studies find that people who drink tea regularly tend to have better kidney outcomes over time, including lower rates of protein in the urine. The how-to matters. Don't scorch the leaf. Let boiling water sit for a minute or two before you brew so delicate compounds survive. You can re-steep quality leaves 2 or 3 times across the day. Skip bottled green teas loaded with sugar. They erase the benefits you're after. Hero number 3 might already be in your kitchen: black coffee. Coffee isn't just caffeine. It's a complex infusion of chlorogenic acids and other antioxidants that have been linked to lower risks of chronic kidney disease in multiple cohorts. On balance, moderate coffee intake is associated with better outcomes, but the details determine whether it helps you or hassles you. Keep it black. No added sugars or creamers that load extra minerals and calories. Consider paper filters instead of metal or mesh to reduce compounds that can raise cholesterol. Time your last cup before early afternoon, because protecting your sleep protects your kidneys too. And listen to your body. If coffee makes you jittery or anxious, you may metabolize caffeine slowly. Scale back and see how you feel. Let's turn this into momentum with a simple 7-day action plan. Day 1. Pick one sweet or diet drink you have every day and swap it for water or sparkling water with a lemon slice. If you need flavor, add a tablespoon of 100% juice to the sparkling water. Day 2. Repeat the swap and add a squeeze of fresh lemon to 1 glass of plain water. Drink it through a straw and rinse afterward. Day 3. Brew a cup of unsweetened green tea in the late morning or early afternoon, using water that's just off the boil. Day 4. If you're a coffee drinker, switch to black coffee and keep it to the morning. If you're not, consider another cup of green tea instead. Day 5. Set a personal rule for alcohol that fits your health. No more than 1 standard drink on days you drink, and not every day. If you have kidney concerns, medications, or high blood pressure, make your default skip it. Day 6. Audit your dairy intake. Aim for smaller portions and check labels for phosphate additives. If your clinician has advised mineral restrictions, follow their plan closely. Day 7. Look back at your week and choose the one change that felt easiest. Commit to making that your new baseline, then stack a second habit next week. As you build these habits, a few power principles make everything work better. Hydrate consistently through the day instead of chugging at night. Steady intake supports steady filtration. Pair sweet things with meals rather than between meals. Protect your sleep window because deep, consistent sleep improves blood pressure, inflammation, and metabolic tone, all of which matter to your kidneys. And remember that your kidneys don't live in a vacuum. The same choices that protect your heart, whole foods, fiber, movement, and stress management, protect your kidneys. No single beverage is a magic bullet. Kidney health is built cup by cup and day by day. If this breakdown helps, tap like. It tells the algorithm to show you more content that actually puts science to work for you. And answer this in one word in the comments. Which change will you make first? Lemon, tea, water, or black coffee? If you want a printable 2-week drink guide tailored for kidney-friendly swaps, say plan, and I'll put that together next. One final note before you experiment. This video is educational and not medical advice. If you have existing kidney disease, blood pressure issues, diabetes, or you take medicines that affect fluid balance, potassium, or blood sugar, talk with your healthcare provider before changing your routine, especially if you plan to adjust alcohol or caffeine, or if you experience swelling, dizziness, palpitations, or changes in urination. Your situation is unique. Your plan should be too. Here's the bottom line. Energy drinks, excess alcohol, heavy dairy loads for vulnerable kidneys, and sugary or diet soft drinks can quietly push risk in the wrong direction. Homemade lemon water, unsweetened green tea, and black coffee, used wisely, can pull you back toward balance. Choose one swap today, make it stick, then add the next. Your kidneys notice the quiet wins you stack, and your future self will thank you for every smart sip.